is the court theatre. It's a pretty complex, tight build. There's a lot of structural elements going on, and it's quite a restricted space for services. So there's not a lot of room to fit things in. And we knew that sort of going into this project. So we decided to use a lot of the BIM modelling things to help coordinate our services and get them right and make sure they actually fit in the space before we go to put them in on site. Yeah.
One thing that the model helps us do is plan our tasks, which in turn makes it easier for us to see what we need to do. And I guess, like you say, we'll be more onto it and tidier, which makes the site a lot safer, as we're not having to bring unnecessary tools and material on the site, as we can see what we need. And yeah, so I think from that aspect it does make us safer on site.
Using the model helps us to identify parts of the project that are going to be hard to get to, or where we need to put services in while we do the structure. So a couple of examples of that. We had some quite high level fire pipe work which had to be integrated into the structure as it goes in. While we're modelling and trying to shop draw it, we identified that it was an area that we will have to put in early on, and it needed to go in as the timber structure went in. So the guys were able to pick that up early, so that when they went to do the structure, they were able to work in with them and put the pipe in at the same time. That avoids them coming back then to then get further access again and do the pipe work in a broken up piece, into many individual pieces, and have to do it, in a bespoke, difficult way. Because they're able to work in with the guys as they were doing the structure, they're able to do it a lot safer.
Having it detailed to the level that this was obviously makes it easier, makes it safer, more efficient for everybody. The clash detection part is not necessarily for us on site, but in the pre-planning stages with offsite design, they will be doing a whole lot of clash detection. Also just the assembly, like what needs to go in first, what's not going to be able to go in after, that's probably the more critical part for us. There's times where if you go too far and have the wrong pieces in the wrong order, you're going to have trouble, and we're constantly catching that through the model.
If we can help prevent rework at the end of the job, it avoids extra work that we've got to do and plan health and safety around. But when you need to do rework, it's usually pulling things out and redoing it again, and it introduces a whole type of new work, to rip stuff out and redo it. So if we can avoid the extra work and the rework and the health and safety implications of trying to do the rework, that's a pretty big benefit which we can avoid at the end of the job.
Makes it safer in construction is we can coordinate what we need to do and what needs to go in first, and the main safety risk in our installation is working at heights. We can alleviate any risk around using the incorrect equipment to access the services by coordinating who goes first, making sure we don't go in the incorrect order, and we use the correct equipment to get up there.